Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to another pleasant episode of English Podcast for learning and improving English. I'm your host, Mistress Alpha, and today we have a very special topic to explore together. Our topic today is gratitude. Before we begin, let me kindly remind you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. By subscribing, you'll never miss an episode, and you'll continue to improve your English while reflecting on powerful ideas that can make your life better. Now let's take a moment to think about this. What does it mean to be truly thankful? Gratitude is not just about saying thank you. It's much deeper than that. It's about noticing the good things, big and small, that are already present in your life. It's about recognizing that even in challenging times, there are moments of light, support, or opportunity that can be appreciated. In today's world, it's very easy to get caught up in stress, worries, or the constant pressure to achieve more. Many people spend time comparing themselves to others, always thinking about what is missing instead of appreciating what is already here. Gratitude works as an antidote to that. It shifts your focus. It changes the way you see your life. Instead of concentrating only on problems, gratitude allows you to notice progress, kindness, and small victories. During this episode, we will go on a full journey through gratitude. We will start with its meaning, explore the emotions behind it, and then discuss why it is so important for our minds and our relationships. We will also look at the challenges that make gratitude difficult, and we'll discover practical ways to practice it every day. Finally, we'll reflect on how gratitude can become a lifestyle, a natural part of how we think and live. By the end of this episode, you will not only have improved your English, but also gained insights that you can carry into your daily life. Gratitude is simple, but it is also powerful. And together, we will see why. So, let's begin. Part 1. The basic meaning of gratitude. At its core, gratitude means recognizing and appreciating the good in your life. It's the ability to stop for a moment and say, "This matters. This is valuable." It doesn't always need to be something big or dramatic. Sometimes gratitude comes from very small things: a good meal, a smile from a stranger, or even the warmth of the sun on your face. Gratitude is often confused with politeness. Saying thank you is part of politeness, but gratitude goes deeper. Politeness is social behavior, something we are taught to do. Gratitude, on the other hand, is a real feeling inside us. It is more personal, more genuine. Another common confusion is between gratitude and happiness. Happiness is the state of feeling good, often connected to external situations. Gratitude, however, is a perspective. It is a way of looking at your life, no matter the situation. You can feel grateful even if you are not completely happy, because gratitude focuses on what is present, not on what is missing. Gratitude is simple in meaning, but strong in effect. It is a shift in attention, a way to notice the value in what we already have. Part 2. The feelings behind gratitude. Gratitude is not only an idea, it's also an emotion. When you feel grateful, you often experience warmth, calmness, or even joy. It's a gentle feeling that reminds you that life has meaning. Imagine this. You are walking home after a busy day. You're tired, maybe even stressed. But suddenly, you notice the sky, painted in beautiful colors of the sunset. For a moment, you stop and feel thankful for the beauty around you. That short pause can change your mood. That's gratitude. Gratitude is also connected to humility. When we are grateful, we admit that not everything comes from us alone. We see the role of others, the role of nature, or even the role of chance. Gratitude opens us up to connection. This emotion also has a healing power. It softens the heart. It reduces feelings of bitterness or envy. Gratitude doesn't erase pain, but it makes space for peace alongside the pain. And that balance is often what people need in difficult times. Part 3. Why gratitude matters for the mind. Gratitude has a powerful effect on our mental health. When people focus only on problems, They can feel stuck in negativity, but gratitude interrupts that cycle. It trains the mind to look at what is working, what is valuable, and what is possible. Psychologists often describe gratitude as a tool for well-being. It reduces stress because it reminds us of stability, support, and progress. It helps us sleep better because we go to bed thinking of positive things instead of worries. It even improves focus, since the mind is less occupied with constant complaints. Another important effect is perspective. Gratitude helps us see life as more than a series of tasks or struggles. It allows us to step back and say, yes, there are challenges, but there is also good here. This balance is key to emotional strength. In other words, gratitude is not only a social or spiritual practice, it is also a mental exercise that shapes the way our brains function. It builds resilience, making it easier to face difficulties without losing hope. Part 4. Why gratitude matters for relationships. Gratitude is not only personal, it also transforms relationships. When people express genuine thanks, it strengthens trust and connection. It shows others that their efforts are seen and valued. Think of a family, for example. When members express gratitude to one another, the home becomes a place of support instead of criticism. Gratitude also works in friendships, where simple words of appreciation can keep the bond strong. In workplaces, gratitude makes teamwork smoother and more respectful. Without gratitude, relationships often feel cold. People may start to feel ignored or taken for granted. But with gratitude, the atmosphere changes. Respect grows, kindness grows, and conflicts become easier to solve because there is a foundation of appreciation. Gratitude reminds us that relationships are not only about taking, but also about giving and recognizing the good in others. Part 5. Challenges in practicing gratitude. Even though gratitude is powerful, it is not always easy. Many people struggle to feel grateful, especially in times of stress or hardship. One common barrier is comparison. When people constantly compare their lives to others, they forget to value what they already have. Another barrier is stress. When the mind is full of worries, it can be difficult to notice positive moments. Some people also expect gratitude to be automatic. But the truth is, gratitude requires practice. It is like a muscle. It grows stronger when we use it regularly. Understanding these challenges is important because it helps us see that gratitude is not about ignoring problems. It's about facing them while still finding reasons to be thankful. Part 6. Everyday gratitude practices. Gratitude becomes easier when it is part of daily life. There are many simple practices that anyone can try. One method is keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. They don't need to be big. Even small things count. Over time, this practice trains the mind to notice the good. Another method is the mindful pause. During the day, stop for a short moment and look around. Ask yourself, what can I appreciate right now? Maybe it's the sound of birds, the taste of food, or the comfort of a chair. Saying thank you more often is another powerful practice. Not the automatic thank you, but a real, thoughtful one. When you tell someone specifically what you appreciate, it deepens the connection. These small steps may seem simple, but when repeated daily, they create a powerful shift in how we see life. Part 7. Gratitude in difficult times. It might sound unusual, but gratitude is most powerful during hard times. When life feels heavy, gratitude can act like a light in the darkness. For example, someone who loses a job may still find gratitude in the support of family or in the time they now have to explore new skills. Someone facing illness may still feel grateful for the care of doctors or for moments of comfort. This doesn't mean gratitude denies the pain. It simply allows us to see that even in suffering, there are still things that matter, things that give strength. In this way, gratitude helps us survive challenges without losing hope. It gives us perspective. Life is never only one thing. Even in the hardest season, there are still reasons to continue. Part 8. Gratitude as a lifestyle. The final step in understanding gratitude is seeing it not just as an action, but as a way of life. Gratitude as a lifestyle means living with constant awareness of value. It means training the mind to focus on presence instead of absence. When gratitude becomes natural, people no longer wait for big moments to feel thankful. Instead, they find it everywhere, in work, in rest, in connection, even in challenges. This way of living builds long-term happiness. It protects against envy and negativity. It also inspires generosity, because when we are aware of what we have, we are more willing to share it. Gratitude as a lifestyle is not about perfection. It is about direction, a steady choice to keep looking for meaning and value day after day. Part 9. Closing. We have reached the end of today's episode, and I want to thank you for joining me on this journey of reflection. We explored gratitude from many angles: its meaning, its emotions, its impact on the mind and relationships, the challenges that make it difficult, and the daily practices that make it possible. We also looked at how gratitude can guide us through hard times, and how it can grow into a lifestyle of awareness and peace. Remember this: gratitude does not need to be complicated. It does not require wealth, success, or perfect conditions. Gratitude begins with attention. It begins with noticing. And once you start noticing, you will realize that life is full of moments that deserve appreciation. As you continue learning English with us, I encourage you to also continue practicing gratitude in your daily life. Both will bring growth, confidence, and peace. If you found this episode helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to English with Alpha channel. Subscribing supports our work and ensures that you will always have new lessons and reflections waiting for you. And of course, share this episode with someone who might also benefit from it. This is Mistress Alpha, wishing you a grateful heart and a clear mind. Until next time, stay curious, stay positive, and stay tuned for our upcoming episodes.